Welcome back to Pull the Receipts. Today's story comes from Reddit's r/pettyrevenge. Okay, so I'm going to do my best to tell the story without giving away details of what I do, because it's very niche and I really don't want to talk to anyone here about it. Basically, my job is to do some paperwork based on information salesmen gather. Naturally, if the salesman fails to gather all of the required information, it is also part of my job to ask them to actually do their job. Salesmen here seem to be bad at that part. So, one particular salesman, let's call them Sam, messed up so bad that not only was there absolutely no information gathered, but the assignment didn't even appear in my queue. We only found it because a third party happened to stumble upon it. I emailed Sam and CC'd his supervisor, who we'll call Alex. For this next part, it's important to know there are 3 types of tickets we can get assignments from. I'll call them A, B, and C type tickets. Type A is normal and common, Type B is less common, but not unexpected, and Type C is very rare. After some time, Alex responded on behalf of Sam, essentially saying that because it was a Type C ticket, it prevented the form from properly being filled out. This didn't make sense, because the ticket type has absolutely nothing to do with whether or not I can find or work on the assignment. It's an option within all tickets that the salesman has to select, and Sam selected the wrong one. Really, it wasn't that big of a deal, and I still don't know why they were trying so hard to act like it wasn't Sam's fault. Like, if we want people to improve, shouldn't we acknowledge the mistakes and learn? Anyway, supervisors of salesmen tend to bend rules because they want their bonus and stuff. It really pisses me off because they will straight up allow some of them to lie to customers just because it was a high-value sale. Knowing their excuse didn't make any sense. And also my general resentment for their tendency to not care about anything but money, I decided to go along with what they were trying to get away with. I emailed back something along the lines of, "This shouldn't impact whether or not the assignment is able to be viewed or completed. I know Type C tickets are rare, and I am admittedly not familiar with them. If there is an issue in the system preventing Type C tickets from being able to be fulfilled in the same way as Types A and B, perhaps we should look into a solution for this to avoid future similar situations." Essentially, I was forcing Alex to either acknowledge that their shitty excuse didn't actually mean anything, or to keep going along with it and pretend to work on a solution. I know if they do the latter option, they will have to show someone that you can't select the correct option in Type C tickets, which won't be possible because it does in fact work. Either way, they are forced to admit they either lied or have been inadequate. I'm usually the kind of person to just move on when I know someone is just being stupid to get away with stuff if it doesn't really impact me, but I guess that day I was just too tired of it. They haven't responded. That's it for today. Drop a comment with your verdict below, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a story.